Happening today, the man accused of attacking and assassinating lawmakers and their families is expected back in court.
And a decision on the death penalty could be addressed. Our Barrett Leone live outside the federal courthouse in Minneapolis with what we expect today. Barrett, good morning.
Good morning, AJ, Heather. Right now, Vance Boelter is waiting to appear in court this morning, a hearing for his criminal case. Now, this is federal court. Boelter has pleaded not guilty to multiple charges, including stalking, murder, and violations of firearms, all connected back to the June 14th attacks. Now, prosecutors say that Boelter carried out a politically motivated shooting spree. They say he impersonated a police officer, shooting State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette. Their daughter, Hope, dodged bullets. She was also in the home, called 911. Prosecutors say that was before former House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark were killed by Boelter. Today's hearing is expected to focus on the status of the case, what comes next, including a possible timeline toward trial. In total, Boelter faces 6 federal charges. Now, if he is convicted of the murder charges, he could face life in prison or the death penalty. Prosecutors tell us that a decision on the death penalty could be addressed today. Now, Boelter is expected to be in court at 10 o'clock this morning. Separately, the Hoffman family has filed a civil lawsuit against Boelter, and the criminal complaint shows new details showing Boelter's actions before the June 14th attacks, including allegations that he was stalking the family for weeks before June 14th. So we'll break down that criminal complaint, that lawsuit, in the next half hour.
All right. Barrett Leone at the federal courthouse this morning. Thank you.
6:04 is your time. Let's check in at the live desk. Maria Lisignoli is joining us because you're following a new claim that a Minnesota woman filed against the U.S. government.
Alia Rahman has been arrested twice, once here in Minnesota and another time in Washington, D.C. This is the moment she was thrust into the national spotlight. During Operation Metro Surge, ICE agents arrested Rahman, who is a U.S. citizen, while she was on her way to a doctor's appointment. Then in February, Representative Ilhan Omar brought Rahman as a guest to President Trump's State of the Union address. Now, Rahman says she was removed from the chamber during the address and arrested. She did not face charges for either of her arrests. On Thursday, the MacArthur Justice Center, along with a civil rights law firm, filed a claim on behalf of Rahman. They did this under the Federal Tort Claims Act. It allows people to sue the federal government for damages caused by federal employees. The claim, which is based on her arrest by ICE agents, is against DHS, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and ICE. In a press release, the MacArthur Justice Center says Rahman was pulled from her car and subjected to excessive force by federal agents. They also claim she was unlawfully arrested and detained in the federal Whipple building. Throughout all of this, the Justice Center says Rahman faced mistreatment, was mocked by federal agents for her disabilities, and was denied medical care. It's important to note this claim is not a lawsuit, but it does pave the way to becoming one.
Our Maria Lisignoli with that update from the live desk. Maria, thanks.
New this morning, someone shot a man in Minneapolis.
We've learned this happened on Nicollet Avenue, not far from Loring Park, right around 5:30 last night. Medics took the man who got shot to the hospital. They'll treat him for non-life-threatening injuries. Police are now investigating what led up to the shooting. So far, there have not been any arrests. A clash between local protesters and a conservative media journalist goes viral.
Don't touch him! Don't touch him! You touch him!
So these clips here show the moment that things turned violent, and this morning we are getting a new perspective. Witnesses tell our Uba Ali that the video is missing important context.
This video, posted by Turning Point reporter Savannah Hernandez, shows the moment things turned violent. Now, new video shows the moments leading up to it.
What is your ultimate goal here?
Hernandez interacting with people in the crowd. Derek Koch and Oscar Quinton recorded from different angles as things unfolded at the Federal Whipple building Saturday.
Is it fair to say that she was assaulted from what you guys saw?
Yeah.
Both men say these videos also show Hernandez was part of the physical exchange. They say it's crucial for people to get the full picture.
In fact, after we had separated her from Chris and his family, she wanted to go back. The impression that I've gotten, because I've watched the footage a bunch of times now, is that both of them kind of wanted to fight.
You can hear it. Whistles and yelling. Shouting turns into shoving. Then punches land. Another angle shows Hernandez being pushed to the ground by a man. Then you see Hernandez throw a punch. The Hennepin County Sheriff's Office confirmed 3 arrests connected to the altercation. Now the case is under review by the Hennepin County Attorney's Office for potential charges. Vice President J.D. Vance promising swift actions against those responsible as the DOJ investigates.
Savannah Hernandez, of course, was assaulted in Minnesota a couple days ago. I talked to Cash Patel on the way down here, and I said, I assume that we're doing something here. And he said, yes, we've had multiple agents on the ground. We've already talked to Savannah. We're going to use the video to try to go after the people who assaulted her.
It's frustrating to be saving somebody from an assault who doesn't want you to be saving them from an assault.
Uba Ali, WCCO News.
So a statement from the attorneys representing the people involved in the altercation say, in part, at this time, we do not know whether any formal charges have been brought against our client, adding, regarding the recent videos and statement by J.D. Vance, we cannot say anything, presuming there is an ongoing investigation. Now, we did reach out to Turning Point USA and reporter Savannah Hernandez for comment, but have not yet heard back. Now, the very latest on the war in Iran, the Middle East, is this morning with a new ceasefire. This is between Israel and Lebanon, now in effect.
Meanwhile, President Trump says peace talks with Iran could resume over the weekend. The Pentagon says more than 10,000 U.S. service members, at least a dozen ships and 100 aircraft are part of the effort to block Iran's ports at the Strait of Hormuz.
13 ships have made the wise choice of turning around. Any vessel that compares to comply with our instructions will be dealt with accordingly.
This as the president shifted his focus to the economy. Skyrocketing gas prices have put a dent in many of the benefits Americans might see with the recent tax season. President Trump brushed off concerns, saying gas prices are, quote, not very high, end quote.